Good morning, it's Heidi here from Roots and Culture. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here once again on another lovely hot and sunny day, here to do a bit more on my plot. So it's been a few days since I've recorded, and just to recap the last lot of videos I did, I've done me wood chip around my strawberry area. I also did the bed with my sweet corns and beans and whatnot, and everything has just come alive with the weather being as nice as it's been. And so today I'm just here to do a bit more, guess. I've got loads of weeds that have sprouted. I've got another strawberry bed to do. I've got, what else? Butternut squash to plant, and I'm going to try and create some kind of an archway because they climb. So I've got my work out. I don't expect to get it all done today, but what I will do is just do what I can and show you what I'm doing in the process. So let's get into the video. Can you see my strawberries? They're all ripening. We've picked a few and they do taste completely different to what we'd buy in the shops. So Louis is a very happy boy at the minute. So I bought some strawberries from, I think it was Home Base, a few days ago on offer because they were dying, and so I brought them along, and I'm going to do another strawberry planter because I'm just mindful that all mine are pretty much ready to harvest. I also picked some more wild strawberries from home, which were being overshadowed by a load of plants. They just popped up, I think, well, I don't know how they got there, but they just popped up, so I thought I'd move them, but look, they're looking a little bit sorry at the minute. They're all shriveled up, so hopefully once I plant them in, they'll be perfectly okay. I'm going to plant them in here. It's not very deep, but I salvaged this from behind my shed, and I thought that'll do for a planter. Just provisionally for this year. Obviously, I don't think it'll last for another year because it's pretty rotten. But I've just lined it with some weed suppressant, and I thought I'll just fill it with compost and plant these strawberries in. So I've got a load of compost here. Well, I've got 4 bags, but I don't think it'll take 4. Maybe less. So I'm just going to fill it up and stick these strawberries in. I think I might have to take this lining out because it's not, the water's not going through it very well at all. I just give the strawberries a little bit of water this morning. Hello. I'm keeping under the shade, but yeah, it's not penetrating through it. I thought it would. So I'm going to just take it out and just put some compost straight in. The problem with me is that I'm so indecisive. I'm actually just going to cut some holes in this because, well, it's bordered and there's gaps between, so all the compost is just going to fall out and the roots will end up hanging out the bottom, and just to save a whole heap of mess, I'm just going to cut holes in it and the water will seep straight through it. Butterfly land on my hand. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I think this is going to need another half a bag. Yeah, it's looking alright, isn't it? say that there's actually a couple of strawberries coming on one of the plants. Next up is my sweet corns and my beets, and I'm going to plant some butternut squash. I'm sorry to say that 5 of my beans have been eaten, so I've only got 5 beans. I've got literally 5 bean seeds at home, so I'm going to put them in a pot. I think one's germinated from the previous tray of them, but the rest, I don't know what's happened. Considering I planted 40 beans, I've got 5. Well, 6. But I'll plant the other ones and see if they come. But if not, well, that's it. Can you see how big my sweet corn's got? Literally shot up. The sun's really done them good. But I've had to transplant a few because a couple have got eaten. Just to keep the grid intact, really, so that they can pollinate each other. But next I'm gonna do some, what do you call them? Butternut squash. Yeah, I've got space along here. So in line with the Three Sisters method, not to the book, but I'm gonna plant some butternut squash along the side. So I've planted one butternut squash next to that little rainbow, little windmill thing. And I've also planted 2 on that side, and I'm going to arch them over once they start, once they start growing. Just to save some space, really. And can you see all the little seedlings in here that have come up? Most of which are weeds. I think amongst them somewhere is beetroots and possibly radish. I cannot remember what I've planted in there. But yeah, it's going to be really difficult to distinguish between them, but that's for another day as well. Maybe wait till they get a bit bigger so I can see a bit more clearly what they are. And my onions and garlic are doing great. Look at them. They're red onions, them big ones. I didn't realise that there was that much difference in variety. I don't know what variety they are, but they're doing so much better than my white onions. My garlic are doing alright, and they'll be ready to harvest soon, I think. I think it's when they dry up and they go all wilted that it's ready. So I'm really pleased how it's coming along. But then it's just this bit that's an eyesore. I have wondered about getting a polytunnel on there, and I'm still in 2 minds as to whether or not to do it. I don't know, but we shall see. I think it'd be a good investment though if I did get a decent one. But it's just a bit depressing looking at this side when the other side's so nice. But on a positive note, things are starting to grow, and I'm really pleased with our progress so far. So on that note, we'll say bye for now, and we'll see you next time.